Welcome back to Prompt 6. The nuances of networking involves navigating just a few relationships to nurture the needs of many. Now, where would we be without networking? What is the real purpose? My own advancements have been enhanced by my ability to interact and exchange information with others. But the lightning speed at which information is exchanged these days have changed the trajectory of networking by leaps and bounds. That said, the ultimate objective in networking remains the same: to acquire, develop, and deepen mutually beneficial relationships. Effective networking is dependent upon one's ability to communicate with confidence, actively listen and with empathy, and follow up with frequency. These interpersonal skills are critical in establishing reliability, trust, and sincerity in any relationship. For those of you who have been in business for at least a decade or even more, have you taken the opportunity to analyze your networking strategies over the years? How would you compare and measure its effectiveness? It has been enlightening for me to take that trip down memory lane to visit the way I conducted business when I first joined the corporate world compared to right now. Whether then or now, the main ingredients of networking remain the same: the ability to engage and establish trust. During the pandemic, you remember that era, for those businesses that were actually able to stay intact, networking took a turn that has persisted even now, and that is being able to connect via video conferencing and social media. But even then, insincerity can still be sniffed out with the confines of the Hollywood Square type Zoom environment. While being at the mercy of connecting virtually, there were still many networking events whose success was measured by the number of attendees. However, the true measure of success is how many concrete relationships were established by following up and connecting one-on-one or more at the personal level. This marks the significance of navigating a few to nurture the needs of many. As the prompt suggests, quality, not quantity, is the key. Unfortunately, most account management tools make it easy to value the sheer numbers of contacts and touch points entered into the system. More preferable would be to provide space for more depth of evidence of meaningful engagement. Those on the ground know the benefits of engaging and solidifying relationships. This becomes evident with just a few critical contacts becoming advocates for you and the solutions for which you represent. Those few will be more valuable than an entire room full of people who are only attending an event to consume your company's food and drink for free. Again, the manner in which you communicate with confidence, actively listen with empathy, and follow up with frequency will be critical in establishing reliability, trust, and sincerity in these influential relationships. What starts with just a few can expand exponentially to benefit so many more. What about networking within your own personal lives? Sometimes I find myself binging on episodes of House Hunting, where people are relocating internationally. I'm always intrigued at the end of the show when, after knowing absolutely no one, the residents who moved across the globe are featured entertaining a house full of new acquaintances. Although extreme, this scenario presents an ideal example of how networking can improve one's quality of life while settling into an entirely new environment. So how does this happen? One has to have the confidence to make themselves available and receptive to new relationships. Maybe casually connecting with those encountered in nearby stores, restaurants, bars even. Maybe even connecting within the parents of kids with whom their children are attending school and volunteering to help with school events. Join a carpool or a club or start one yourself. During these encounters, be more inquisitive about others and listening to their responses rather than just rambling on about your own life. Listening with empathy allows you to understand the other's emotions and state of mind. In this way, you can begin to establish trust and build sincere friendships. Ask about areas where you might have common interests, such as hobbies, creative artistic pursuits, or sports. Don't forget, a little laughter goes a long way. Soon you'll find your social life alive with new connections that may end up as lasting relationships. Of course, one doesn't have to move across the world to benefit from networking. Whether for professional or personal gain, the real success will come when you communicate with confidence, listen with empathy, and follow up with frequency, and lift each other up with laughter. The nuances of networking involves navigating a few relationships to nurture the needs of many. What is the purpose of this quote and its application to your life? Next time, we will see the advantage of investing in others.